Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing a Chevy Tahoe with the Duramax. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Southtown Imports here in Utah for giving me some time with this Tahoe. This particular one is still available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 3-liter inline-6 turbo diesel that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town and then 26 on the highway, with power outputs being 277 horsepower and then 460 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood itself, you guys can see I've got tons of body lines, so it creates a cool effect with the paint. Now, taking a look at the headlights themselves, you guys can see we've got LEDs. Look at the daytime running light down below, and then tons of chrome trim here on the grille with a Chevy bow tie there in the center, and you got a camera just down below the bow tie. And putting it all together, I do really like the front end of the Tahoe. Coming around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 275, 60, 20 in the front, and over in the rear, you guys can see you've got the chrome there with the wheels, which matches the theme of this Tahoe. That's really cool with the fender. You guys can see you've got your Tahoe badge, chrome on the mirrors, and then also on the door handles and the window trim. And then here's your full side view with the Tahoe. I definitely prefer the proportions with the Tahoe over the Suburban just because of, again, how it looks. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock function, our lock function, remote start, the opening for the hatch, and then that's just for the glass, and then of course the Chevy bow tie in the back. Now behind the third row with the Tahoe, there's actually quite a bit of storage space, and you can see underneath, got even more storage. Now, these are to fold down the second row. They only fold down, you have to manually pick them up, and then you got an outlet right next to that. And then these buttons are to fold down or raise up the third row, so it's all automated, and so that would obviously improve storage space quite a bit. When you're all done, just press that button right there, and that will lower the hatch right back down. Now, the taillights on the Tahoe are pretty cool because it's kind of like half of the Chevy bow tie. You guys can see if you connect them together, then you get a full bow tie with the taillights. Anyways, you get your Duramax badge, Premier badge, parking sensors here on the back with the bezel that covers the receiver hitch. And wrapping things up, let me know what you guys think about the Premier package with all of the chrome. Do you like this style? And now taking a look at the door panel here in the rear, we've got really nice trim here. Look at the wood trim down below, and that's perforated at the bottom portion. Speaker for the Bose sound system as well. Cool piping here on the seats, and then you guys can see perforated all down the center, and then you've got all of your seat adjustments. Now, legroom here in the back is actually really good. We've got a little storage pocket, we've got some cup holders, climate controls, heated seats here in the back, some USBs, and then headroom's also good. Now, being a Tahoe, legroom in the back is actually really solid, the back being the third row here. Headroom's also good, and then we have a USB back here, and look at this. The seats back here also look really nice. Now, with the front door panel, you can see the trim here and then the wood trim down below, and then it's perforated here at the bottom section. We've got our memory seats right here. All of our window controls front two are automatic. You've got your mirror adjustments as well. The mirrors do power fold in, and they have blind spot monitoring. Look at the piping here on the seats. You can see perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments here. And then we have our drive mode select right here with our drive line select just up above. You got 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, 2-wheel high. And then you guys can see we've got our light controls, trailer brake controls integrated from the factory, your parking brake. This is for your lane departure, parking sensors, your auto stop start, stability control, hill descent control, and then the 360 camera system as well. Steering wheel is power adjustable. Now here is the steering wheel. You guys can see we've got really nice leather trim all around. Stitching there in the center, which is darker to kind of, I guess, hide a little bit, right? Radio controls in the back of the steering wheel, controls for the center stack, cruise control as well, and then your regular turn signal windshield wiper stock. We've got this full digital gauge cluster here in the center, which I think looks really cool, and you can scroll through to see different bits of info on the vehicle. And then the next cool thing is actually the drive mode select. So you got a sport mode, an off-road mode, and then a tow haul mode as well. And speaking of towing, this vehicle has 1,536 pounds of payload capacity. You guys can see the gross vehicle weight rating of 7,600 pounds, and then it can tow 8,000 pounds. Now I've got a 360 camera system here, and I mean, you can see out of literally every single angle with the Tahoe. That just changed the lines on it, but I think you guys get the point. It's a good camera system. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, first off, you got a shortcut bar here on the side. Response time's really good. We have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integrated as well. I do like this trim here in the dash. I think that looks really nice. And you got the wood trim that goes across and it's perforated right here. Got the little peephole, I guess is what we'll call it, just a little storage area. And then look at the transmission selector. So obviously you've got all the little buttons and pull tabs right there. And then yeah, it's perforated all around. Radio controls down below, dual zone climate controls, heated and ventilated seats, and then obviously you got your climate zone for the rear. We got our wireless phone charging pad right here, and then you guys can see the little charging ports and stuff right there. A couple cup holders, and then look at the center console. Pretty good storage space there, nice padding on the top, and then popping over the glove box. Yeah, that's solid too. And then up top we got the rear view camera mirror. We also have a full panoramic sunroof up top, and then you guys can see the controls and everything for the sunroof itself. Now this is a pre-owned vehicle, but we do have the original window sticker for this, so you guys can see everything it comes with. So this actually has the Magna Ride with it as standard, which is pretty cool. But $70,300 is the base MSRP. Here's the options on this one. And this one does have the max trailering package for those of you that are wondering. $78,225 the total MSRP on this one. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. You guys can see visibility of the hood with the heads-up display, both of the mirrors, and throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, as always with the Mitsubishi lot, we get to test the camera system here. Which, look how nice that is. So we can see exactly what's happening. I mean, I just think that having stuff like that is so great. And I know a question some people might have about the rear view camera mirror. If that gets like a bunch of clutter on it, let's say that, like, I don't know, snow or something, you can just always flip it off and it just functions as a regular rear view mirror. So you don't have to use the camera function if you don't want. But I mean, look at that. Like, back in the day, you would have been like constantly checking over your shoulder every 5 seconds, going super slow. Whereas I feel like we can reverse out at a pretty rapid pace because of the camera system. But actually setting off, Duramax. Now this obviously isn't the upgraded Duramax that's in the new half-ton. I'm sure that GM will offer that in the Suburban and the Tahoe soon enough. But this version of the Duramax is still really solid. And again, the fuel economy numbers are impressive for a big SUV like this. Most big SUVs like this, you're expecting to get, you know, 15 miles per gallon maybe. So this getting over 20 miles per gallon combined is quite impressive indeed. And the other thing I love about this powertrain is the torque. I mean, look at this. The transmission's just right there. It's super quick, everything's smooth. And that's the thing I really like about this diesel powertrain is it's very, very smooth overall. Like the gear shift, smooth. Power delivery, smooth. Now this doesn't have air suspension, so it doesn't have the best possible ride quality that you can get out of a Tahoe, but it's still really good. It's a long wheelbase vehicle, and it's really smooth. It just kind of floats along the road. Forgot how comfortable these are to drive. Well, let's start to sum things up here with this diesel Tahoe. So first off, when it comes to ride quality, it's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's like everything's comfortable on this, even though this doesn't have the air suspension. Still very comfortable. It's quiet. Seat comfort's pretty good. I like the AC functions. It's hotter today, and so it's nice to have, you know, some ventilated seat action happening. Handles really well for what it is. Look at this. It's great. And that's one of the big things with this powertrain is the power delivery. It's really good. I think they've done a really good job with just making everything perform really well. Just, it's really smooth. So let me know what you guys think about the Tahoe with the Duramax. But I think this is the full-size SUV to get. It's got a lot of great features, and I think this has like the best powertrain you can get outside of the Escalade V, obviously, but the best powertrain you can get in a full-size SUV because it's economical and it's powerful.